Swanson.
Good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters, guests, most distinguished guests, most especially Larry Coleman. Some days are better than others. What a fabulous story! This was excellent. Have we not had some days that are better than others? And you came out and you gave us this wonderful story and you used personal experience along with it. This was an excellent story. A lot about the clipping of the hairs and the pinching and the pain and just all the things that you were going through were absolutely personal to a point where we could all connect with you, which I really enjoyed. It was great and excellent humor. I think that we've all had days like that and we can all relate. Some of the things that I might suggest is you use the floor really well. You stayed in this area and this, based on this design, this is really good. We're heavy to one side for the most part. And so you worked the floor really well. You didn't come up too much over here, but I thought your angles were really well. But one thing is your eyes were a little bit more directed downward as you were thinking possibly about the next line or what you were going to say. And so in some of those, if you would have lifted up in those pauses and just greeted us with your eyes just for a moment as you were thinking and then went right back into it. Because there were a couple of times where you just looked down, and in those moments where you connect to us, we'd be even more in the story with you. That's my first kind of, I guess, suggestion. Some people put it as a challenge. I call it a suggestion. The second would be the closing portion of it. The closing was subtle, and what I would like to see is maybe step back and kind of let everybody absorb you for a second and say, just as your title is, some days are just better than others. And let it hang. Because I don't believe this is one of those where you're, rah, rah. It's really about capturing everybody in that moment, really letting them settle into it with you. And I think that it's just a little bit different on the close. And I don't know how you might rephrase it that might be better for you and your technique, but just really let it sink in and anchor with them, I think would be really great. And maybe that eye contact would be fabulous. I think this was one of the best humorous speeches I've ever heard. I was really conflicted with writing and laughing because I just wanted to watch you. It was really hard to write down notes. So you did an excellent job. I'd love to hear more speeches from you. Please come visit us some more.
Yeah. Absolutely.